Okay, let's get into this.
Court injunctions for previous presidents. Biden's 14 in 4 years. Clinton, 12 in 8 years. Bush, 6 in 8 years. Obama, 12 in 8 years. Trump, 79 in 4 years and 5 months. So apparently, a minority party with less than 20% approval rating gets to go around and deny the people of what they voted for. And they are backed behind non-elected federal judges. And then they'll deflect and say that we're the ones causing the constitutional crisis. We are the ones breaking democracy. You want to hear how democracy works? You have multiple presidential candidates. The people, the voters, hear every single plan of every single candidate. Then they get to go home, sit on their couch, choose which option do I like more? Who aligns with me more? Who's doing what I want to get done? And then they go out and vote for that candidate. That's democracy. What's not democracy is having the election. Someone gets elected because the American people voted on that person. It's a landslide election nonetheless. And then the second they step foot into office, you have non-elected federal judges that the people didn't choose trying to block every move that elected person ever tries to make. So again, I'll ask, we're the ones causing the constitutional crisis and breaking democracy?
Okay,
yeah.
pause. Sorry, that goes on for like another minute, but there's no reason to assail your ears with any more of that. So let's get into what she's talking about. Yes, there have been more federal injunctions, federal judge injunctions against Donald Trump than those other presidents. Do you know why? Because Trump has done more things illegally than those other presidents. Now, to show you what a fucking hypocrite you are, when those injunctions came down against Joe Biden, were you opposed to them? Of course not, because you agreed with those injunctions, because they stopped something that Joe Biden was trying to do. So you were in agreement with those judges. Joe Biden was elected by the people too. Joe Biden tried to do things like forgive student loan debt. A federal judge said you can't do that, and you guys cheered that. And when Obama got Obamacare through Congress and signed it, the Affordable Care Act, what did you guys do? You took him to court. You tried to get a judge to install a federal injunction to stop Obamacare, among other things. So let's just make sure we understand where the hypocrisy lies here. You guys love it when a federal judge grants an injunction against a Democratic president, but you hate it when they grant a federal injunction against a Republican president. And if you don't want your guy to have so many injunctions, tell him to stop breaking the fucking law so goddamn often. And I find it comical that you're going to sit here and talk to us about democracy. Let's just pause right there for a moment. I'm glad that you guys are finally calling it a democracy, because all we ever hear from you fucking clowns is how we're not a fucking democracy, we're a constitutional republic. But I'm glad at least one of you fucking momos is actually acknowledging the fact that it's a democracy. Having said that, a democracy is exactly what you said. People listen to all of the candidates, they go home and make up their mind. On election day, they go and vote, and then we have a president. However, when we did that in 2020, you fucking people didn't seem to like it too much, and you stormed the Capitol and tried to stop the counting of a fair and free election, hang the line of succession live on Facebook, and install a dictator over the will of the people. So don't sit here and give us history lessons and civics lessons about how the fucking democracy works. You remember 2020, or is that slipping your fucking mind?